Hi, this is the Odd Bros Powwow Sports Podcast. Today we have two guests for you. A dear friend, Keon Haderi, former BC Light Heavyweight Champion, and our MMA analyst, Stevie Renfro. So without further ado, let's get into it.
How's quarantine treating you?
Quarantine is okay, man. I've been, it's hard to explain, man. Long story, I'll tell you, when I tell you the story, I'll tell you what happened, basically. I'm just getting out of a situation right now.
Okay, since this is a podcast, right? For the people that don't know you, like, I know who you are, like, me and you go way back, so, but for the people who don't know you, tell us about yourself, who you are, tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Keon Haderi. I was a professional boxer before. That was my job, my occupation. I went to high school at Kalani High School. Me and you, we went to school together since we were in elementary school. Actually, we went to high school together. I basically started training in boxing when I was 14 because I was getting bullied in school. I started doing kickboxing and wrestling and jiu-jitsu. And when I was about 17, I started taking it really seriously, and I started training for fights and started getting ready to start fighting. I dropped out of school to go traveling, and then I came back, and while I was out of school, I was training. So basically, instead of high school, I was training, and I was just studying for GED exams. So I really dedicated my life to boxing and mixed martial arts, basically. I had my first fight when I was 18, and I won the fight, and I kept going ever since. I had about nine amateur fights, and I had 3 pro fights. And then I started having some problems, so I had to stop. And then after that, I had some serious spiritual experiences that led me to where I am today.
Alright, so first, give us a lot there. So first, let's start at the beginning. You're an amateur boxer. How did that go? What was your career like?
So I had 9 amateur fights, like I said. I won the first 7 of them, and then the last 2 I got robbed, basically. Like the last 2 I fought this guy named Benit Bisla twice. You saw the fight, I think. I think I posted the video. You saw the fight. I fought Benit Bisla. I won the BC Amateur Championship in my seventh fight.
In what weight division? For our guests, what weight division?
175 pounds, light heavyweight. I fought Benit Bisla. First I would like to talk about my 5th fight. So after 4 fights of having like basic easy fights, I fought the Canadian Amateur Champion, who was middleweight, but we fought 1 weight class up because I was too big for it. I fought him and I beat him in my 5th amateur fight. So that really set my career going as an amateur. And then I had 2 more amateur fights. I won the BC amateur title. And then after that, I fought a guy named Benit Bisla. I beat him in the first fight. Clearly, it was like not even a close fight. It was clear, obvious win. Like, he didn't want anything to do with the fight, and they robbed me blind. And then I fought him the second time. I only had 2 weeks to train. I had mono for 6 months before the fight, so I only had 2 weeks to train for the fight, and it was a closer fight, but I still really feel I won the first 2 rounds, and the last 3rd round he won, maybe, but some people said he won the last round, but like almost everyone agreed that I won the first 2 rounds, so it was pretty clear that I won that fight too. It was closer, so I'm not gonna say it was like the first fight, because it was actually a closer fight, and it was a closer match, and like there was some competitive action in it. But I really feel I won that fight too. So my amateur record should have been 9-0 as an amateur, and as a professional, I fought 3 times. My first pro fight, I got my first pro fight. I had a tough opponent. I fought a guy who had like 12 pro fights and like 7 wins and like 5 losses or something like that. 8 wins, 4 losses, 7 wins, 5 losses. 5 of his wins coming by way of knockout, so he was a big puncher. And I drew him in the first fight. The first fight was a draw. It was a really intense, competitive fight. It was a draw. It was a good draw. It was a good decision because it was a really close fight. In my second fight, I fought a guy who was named Ken Huber. He was a Canadian amateur champion, Western Canadian champion, Canadian amateur champion as well. At cruiserweight, we fought at light heavyweight though. I beat him. There was a lot of trash talking before that fight. Actually, it was really funny. I think you actually saw it on Facebook, some of the trash talk that was happening.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of trash talking before that fight. I beat him. That was my first pro win. So it was 1 win and 1 draw.
Due to technical difficulties, we lost the remaining audio with Keon Haderi. Sorry for the inconvenience. But without further ado, let's get into the segment with Stevie Renfro regarding MMA. who do you think is the best fighter in the game right now? And then give me your top 5 all-time UFC fighters.
All right. Let's see, in the game right now, that's actually a tough question for real. I mean, John Jones is probably the most dominant fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
But you cannot deny what Khabib has done.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's just tough to be. Was he 29-0, I think?
Yeah.
So I mean, if that fight ever happens with Tony, that will submit him as one of the greatest of all time. Especially when against Conor. And that is a tough question. It truly is. I would go with John Jones, just for if you look at his path to, he's been so dominant for so many years.
Yeah.
Because he has beat everyone who just came in front of him. Even though, I mean, that Reyes fight was a little sketchy.
It was.
To beat the champ, you have got to beat the champ straight up. I mean, yeah, he won the first 3 rounds, but the 4th and 5th round, Jones really put it on him.
Yeah, I think you're right though. If you want to beat the champ, if you want to be the champ, you got to really beat him.
Yeah, you have to beat him. Yeah, you cannot. You can't let it go to the judges like he did, and he gassed out bad.
Yeah.
In the 3rd round, so Jones started picking him apart. So I would say John Jones for sure. It's probably pound for pound the greatest fighter.
All right.
Probably at stuff. I mean, GSP. It's hard to deny him.
And he's a known clean athlete. But I kind of want to get back to something you just said recently about Khabib and Tony. Like, do you believe in the curse or what?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Straight up. I mean, is that fight ever going to happen? Probably not. I mean, this is what the fifth time it's been booked.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it just keeps messing up. But you look at Tony and Justin Gaethje. Tell me it's not going to be a vicious fight.
That's going to take years off both their careers.
That's going to be if Justin wins that fight, if him and Khabib fight, that's going to be a great fight because Justin has a real good background with wrestling. Yeah. He just doesn't use it.
He doesn't. He's like Yoel Romero in that sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point. I mean, that would be a great fight. But I'll say John Jones for sure. It's probably the greatest. That's probably stepped foot in the octagon. Probably. You can't deny what he has done. I mean, Khabib's been dominant, but if you look at a lot of fighters Khabib has fought, it's been padding almost. Like he didn't start fighting top 5. John Jones, GSP. I would go Chuck Liddell because he was just a beast, man. Like. He was pretty good. So we have John Jones, Chuck Liddell, GSP. Man, I would say Aldo. You can't deny what he has done.
All right.
Like he was champion for 10 years until he got clipped in 13 seconds. So
that changes like a lot, though.
I mean, straight. Yeah, it's just straight up.
Have you seen the Wei Ling Joanna fight? Okay. Do you think they're gonna do a rematch?
Oh, that will for sure do a rematch.
How do you think the outcome's going to be, though?
I think it'll be the same, yeah. I mean, I don't know, to be honest with you. That was such a close fight. It's hard to judge. I mean, that was a fantastic... I don't know. That's a hard one to pick.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight. Who was the main card on that? Because it was a dud.
Israel Adesanya and
who was on that main
Yoel
card?
Romero.
Oh, yeah, that was a boring fight.
Like nothing happened. Like nothing happened.
No. I mean, I don't know what Romero was doing the entire time. Like
he probably does
people
what he
thought
was doing.
He won that fight too as well. No, I don't think he does. I mean. Izzy's just a good fight. He's a bad matchup in that division.
For anyone, yeah. Like, it's hard. Like, I don't know too many middleweights. Because it's like, he's big, too. Like, he's long. For that weight class, he's big. He's long.
Mm-hmm.
But, man.
Hey, he's real long.
Yeah.
I mean, Costa would be a good fight with him.
Yeah, it's going to be like
because
Pasta's really going to go at him.
Yeah, he will push the press with. He will push the fight with him. Because he ain't afraid to get in there and bang. He's a big-ass dude. Yeah. So, that will be... If anybody's going to beat him in that division, I think it will be Costa. I think. Unless... Because I know there's been some Twitter beef going on with Woodley and Izzy, but is he really going to jump up there? Probably not.
No.
I think he's just trying to get some press right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure though, Costa and Adesanya are gonna fight more than one time.
Yeah, probably so.
They're gonna fight more than one
Probably
time.
so.
All right, can you give me
Yeah,
your
I think so.
top 5 all-time female UFC fighters?
And I will go with Ronda just for the hype factor because she brought so much attention to the woman's side.
Yeah.
Even though she was not ready for the UFC, that's why she got exposed for when she fought Holly Holm. Her striking is something terrible, but I would go Ronda second just because the attention she brought to that division and just women fighting in general.
Yeah.
Like, let's see. Holly Holm had to go third because she's really good. You had to throw Cyborg in there.
Yeah.
Even though I'm convinced that's a man, really. But
I can't discredit.
I don't know. That's a tough.
How you say?
I'm
Johanna?
telling you, like,
Johanna Jędrzejczyk.
Do what?
Johanna Jędrzejczyk.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Cause she's got.
She's got to be in there, but she is really fit. Yeah, ever since she lost to Rose, she has not been the same. Like, I mean, she had that knockout. Was in the first round they fought, I think, or the second round.
She got knocked
and
out
then
early.
She came back, and it went to it. Yeah, it was early. I want to say it was the first round, maybe, or in the very, very close part of the second round. But man, you talk about a fighter who lost a champion and then fell off bad. It was her.
Yeah,
like,
but
especially
I think
when
it's
she
so
lost
hard
against Rose
because
twice.
in her mind, she's like, "There's no one that can beat me. I'm unbeatable." And then getting knocked out.
Mm-hmm. Especially because Joanna's got fantastic striking.
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably one of the best strikers in the UFC man and women division. Like, she's very fundamental. It's like she has striking down to a T. And Rose was not known for her striking at all. And she came in there and stood toe to toe with her and knocked her ass out. So I would say you put Joanna in there because she did hold that title for a long time and she still draws names. Yeah. So it's just the women division is still new, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
But I think Amanda is going to dominate the women's side until she just doesn't want to do it no more. Because I don't see anybody beating her.
No, not yet. Like unless someone new and upcoming comes like a couple years down the line.
Not yet.
Not right now. There's no one right now. Thank you for tuning in. You can find Stevie Renfro on Instagram at king_Renfro. You can find us at the.odd.bros. And thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we're gonna bring you some more content. So until then, you guys go get into it.